Hi, my name is Matt Mallett. I'm the Director of Personal Training and the Director of Education here at Gainesville Health and Fitness. Today we're going to be reviewing some meal prep techniques to allow you to not only eat at home healthier, but also much less expensive than you would if you were eating out. Now we're going to go over how you can sort of merchandise out different cuts of chicken. Now we're going to go with boneless, skinless chicken breast here because most people will go and pay a good deal of money more for this to be cut into chunks or strips or even butterflied so that it cooks a little bit faster. Sometimes grocery stores will call them boneless, skinless fillets, for instance. We're going to show you how to do that so that you can cook it a little bit faster but also cook it a little bit more consistently. So I'm going to take my boneless, skinless chicken breast here and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to lay it out. All right, just like so. What I'm going to end up doing here is taking it and cutting it in half right along the entire length of it. So to make sure that we're doing this as safe as possible, I tend to go with a much smaller knife, and then I always make sure that I'm keeping my hands out of the way of the blade in case I can't see where it is. I don't want to end up nicking my finger. So I'm going to end up coming from here. I'm going to grip my knife and then utilizing nice long smooth strokes, I'm going to slowly start to work my way through this chicken breast here until I've taken it and cut it in half lengthwise. And now I've got two pieces that are relatively the same thickness, and they'll cook a lot faster and cook much more evenly. If you're going to be cutting it into chunks, you'll want to make note of the direction of the grain of the meat, so to speak, or where the fibers of the muscle end up running. So with a piece of chicken here, for instance, most people will come through and try to cut it sort of in this direction here like you would carve a turkey. Well, that's going to leave a whole lot of room for error there, and on top of that, you're going to end up with a tougher, stringier piece of meat. So you can see this piece of chicken right here, those grains end up running in this direction. Now, I like to cut these on what's known as a bias. It keeps you a little bit safer, but it also keeps us much more uniform. I'm going to take my knife here, and I'm going to cut on an angle across those grains or those fibers of the muscle there, and just again those nice long strokes. I've now got strips that are not going to be tough or stringy, and then a bonus to that, again, because I'm working with a uniform thickness, I'll end up with a much more even cook.